Oh yeah. So you know how I don't know if you all were paying attention to what was the big story or the big what got all the ratings last night. You know, you may have caught it, a little debate, a senior citizen debate last night. I know there was a talking point on the interwebs today about certain jobs being taken, black jobs, if you will. Um, do you think he was talking about the NBA draft?
Here come the French.
Because
He,
I saw a lot of foreigners. I saw a lot of foreigners. They're taking over. They're taking over. GB Tate.
yeah,
I should have
that
said
was the
T.
most heavy. That was probably the most heavy-laden foreign player drafted to the NBA probably in its history.
Yeah, we knew it was a light draft coming out of college. So we
Yeah,
knew
there was
that.
a lot of
We
foreign
been
players,
talking about it.
man. More than ever.
Three in the what was it? 3 in the top 5 were from France.
Yeah. Yeah, they had a lot. Man, it was more than I had ever. Some of them guys, I was like, who in the hell is that? But I just didn't know.
I do want you to know that I'm refraining from calling them the presidential debates this year. I'm calling them the Jello debates.
Yes,
That's
definitely
what that
Jello
should be.
debate.
That's what's going to be served at every one of these debates. Just Jello.
Mhm.
Jello. What's your handicap by the way? There, B.
What's that?
What's your golf handicap?
I don't have one this year from a GTN score, but I'm normally around a 12 right now. 12, 13.
You got to get your weight up because you can't let those geriatrics have a lower handicap than you.
That's all BS. I play either one of them today.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty
smoke
sure.
City.
I'm pretty sure there was a lot of lying going on in Atlanta. But yeah, let's stick with the NBA draft, man. So let's stick in our wheelhouse, our sports wheelhouse. Tate, welcome back. So the only players that I knew that got drafted all went to the same team, the Los Angeles Lakers. But before we really dive into the Bronny stuff, other than there being a lot of players you never heard of or a lot of foreigners, what was your biggest takeaway? Tate, any surprises?
Yeah, man, I was kind of surprised because I followed the draft for the Cavs and got to pick 20.
That Rather Cavalier podcast, check it out.
Yeah, thank you. Got to pick 20, and it was 2 players on the board that I wanted that I thought would be good for the Cavs. And they went a whole nother direction. A dude I hadn't even looked at, research, didn't know nothing about. They took the kid Jalen Tyson out of Cal, first round Golden Bear, first Golden Bear taken the first round since Jaylen Brown. But they had Deron Holmes, power forward center out of Dayton on the board. And your boy, your neck of the woods, paid Terrence Shannon out of Illinois. I would have took, and Minnesota took Terrence Shannon. And I think him paired with Ant-Man, just that mentality and physicality that they're gonna unleash on people, it's gonna be rough. But yeah, that's why the Cavs. I watched the Windy City Bulletin today, man. I seen Q and his homies, man. They said the same thing, talking about y'all Chicago Bulls they checked all the boxes. They took somebody white, they took somebody foreign, they took somebody from the hometown.
You can set your clock to what the Bulls are going to do. What about you, G, man? I know you're also on the Rather Cavalier podcast. Outside of what the Cavs took care of, what else stood out to you from this 2-day event the NBA put out?
The Minnesota Timberwolves drafted a team to be able to put them in position to win the championship next year. Based on the trade, they drafted Shannon at 27, which he's an outstanding player. He averaged over 21 points per game throughout his college career at Texas Tech and at Illinois. But they traded for Dillingham and didn't have to give up any of the guys that they had on their current roster. So now you add Shannon and Dillingham to what they already had. Oh, Minnesota ready to ride. The minute, matter of fact, I'm willing to go out on the ledge right now, even before free agency. And I know to say that they'll be in the conference finals for sure next year. They'll be in the conference finals, but they're going to be hard to beat. So I'm going to put them in the conference finals and maybe going on to the dang on finals, my G-Stradamus, because you can't Dillingham was the best player in the draft, period. He was the best player in the draft. And so you add him and Shannon to what they already had. Oh, Minnesota going to be hard to beat, man. They're going to be hard to beat. Hard to beat. Because all they needed was wing guards that could score. That's all they needed.
Hard to beat. Freaky Friday.
Yeah, hard to beat. Big facts.
So, B-Dirt.
Yes, sir.
Let's pull the let's pull the
Curtain
film
back.
off of the hot. Yeah, let's pull the curtain back. So
Yank the Band-Aid off.
Yeah, that's one of those things. In fact, let's pull the tape over the hostage off the hostage's mouth. Let's just get it out. Let's get it out the way.
Right.
Everybody was watching for the same thing. When will they draft Bronny, or if they would draft Bronny at all? Was it anticlimactic? I mean, he ended up going to exactly the same team that we all thought that everyone knew they was going to go to.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, okay, yeah, you could say that, but I thought a lot of people thought he was going to go earlier than that.
I did.
And then you got the other sides where they thought that he might not go at all. So it was interesting to see him drop. I have not, the nepotism and everybody's throwing a fit. He shouldn't have been drafted and this, that, and the other. I'm going to throw some names out to you. Big G.
Let's go.
I want you to really pay attention to these.
Gotcha.
Kyle Guy.
Okay.
Jay Scrub.
Okay.
Aaron,
Is that a real
not
name?
Andrew. Aaron Wiggins.
Okay.
Guy Santos.
Okay.
Isaiah Wong.
Okay.
What do those guys all have in common?
They all played in Major League Baseball, and their daddies played Major League Baseball as well.
Nope. Those are the last 5 55th picks in the NBA draft from 2019 to 2023.
I remember Isaiah Wong played in Miami.
So why are we making a big, fit about Bronny James getting drafted at 55? Obviously, 55 is a number that you're taking a flyer on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get I don't know any of these dudes. One of them's literally named Scrub.
Big facts, Peter. His last name is Big Scrub. The Big Scrub.
I saw a take earlier that a guy was like, man, them forcing Bronny into the draft. LeBron forcing his son into the league, basically stole the spot from somebody else. And I'm thinking to myself the same thing you said, B. Stole the spot from who? Who? If Bronny didn't get drafted and they drafted somebody else 55, he'd have been. You would not have known who he was, for one. You wouldn't care for two, and for three, if he didn't make the league, if he
hit him with
if he was flushed out after a couple of it up overseas, you wouldn't have batted an eye.
Yeah.
So there's all this hubbub about Bronny James getting drafted because he averaged 4 points in USC. So what? We already knew this is a shallow draft. It was going to be a lot of players who may not be in the league for a while. So what does it matter? What does it matter that LeBron?
And nepotism's everywhere, man. You know what? If my last name wasn't
America's
Harriet,
built on nepotism.
If my last name wasn't Harriet and it was Ford, I'd be really into cars.
Yeah. But
is it,
man? Hey, can I make a statement, man? Can I make a statement concerning the whole thing with Bronny? Seriously.
What was yours?
So LeBron James, right, is arguably the best basketball player that ever played. LeBron James did not get to the NBA based on AAU circuit and all whatever else. He had to grind to get there, right? He had a he came from a one-parent home. He came from the projects in Akron, right? Supposed to went to Akron Buckle, ended up going to Akron St. Vincent St. Mary's, and the rest is history, right? So he put his self based on his hard work, effort, and energy to put himself in position to be, if not the best, one of the best of all time, right? So why would he not want to put his children in that same position? Because all of us on this panel, if children, nieces, and nephews, we grind and we work hard to ensure that we get an opportunity at the table for the ones that come behind us to have an opportunity at the table. And I don't get why there's so much hate for Bron, but then I do get it because now it's another feather in the cap for him to say he did something better than Michael Jeffrey Jordan. And so that's where the hate comes from. It's about the fact that people love Michael Jordan so much that they dog LeBron in every aspect. That's my take on it.
G, you my man. I like where your brain is at. You said all of this vitriol, all of this anger, all of this annoyance about LeBron getting drafted and LeBron being at the top of the NBA news cycle is just Jordashians being mad.
Oh,
it is
nice.
It is.
I love it.
Listen, Pittsburgh Tate says Bronny averaged 4 points a game. Wasted nepotism pick. Let's look at this. Kevin McCullough Jr., Ulrich Chamchi from Cameroon, Ariel Huckporty from Germany. Are those are the three that went after Bronny? You want him to take one of those guys instead?
That was garbage.
What does it matter?
Yeah.
I don't see the harm in it at all.
It's like it's about what 20, 25 players in the league right now that their dads or their uncle or somebody played in the league. How do you think they got there?
Yeah. And guess what's coming up next? Carmelo Anthony's sons is coming up. The Boozer boys is coming up. Bryce is coming up. There's a whole bunch of kids that's coming up.
Matt Barnes kids.
Listen, what are we doing right now in Milwaukee? You got the Greek Freak and the Greek Free Ride.
Facts. That's big facts. His brother ain't started a game yet, but he's there.
It ain't gonna.
Yeah. Facts.
He carries so the bus.
We're pretty heavy into the Big Ten. This is Big Ten country on this show, right? So Zach Edey, that was one of the big surprises for me. Zach Edey went in the top 10. He was at most mocks all year. In fact, for the last 2 years, they had him at the back of the first round at best. In fact, I think last year he was a second round pick. He was the player of the year. It was a second round pick. This year, most of the mocks all year, they had him as a 25 around that part. And he went number 9, I believe. That was the big story for me on the first day, other than the Spurs. I thought the Spurs was going to hit it out the park and use this draft as the message to the rest of the league that we're about to come right back. We already got an alien playing basketball. We're going to go get some other boys to flesh out this roster and go back. But they drafted Rob Dillingham. I'm like, okay, they won the draft already. And then they traded him away. I'm like, okay, all right, we'll see what you got cooking, Pop.
For nothing, draft picks.
They traded him for an 11-year-old. An 11-year-old. That's a 2030 pick.
Yeah.
That kid.
But what they're doing is they're stocking up just future assets because they looking to build around Wembanyama. They need assets when they see something they want to go get. They got the stuff in the war chest to go get it. That's what they're doing.
You saying as far as big name free agents coming up that don't sign extensions? Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
speaking of big name,
I think Zach Edey was a huge reach. And for any of you that also watch the Know It Alls podcast, I don't know, about 5-6 weeks ago, I told you guys on that podcast in the chat that he wasn't going in front of Clean. Everybody threw a fit because he was the player of the year. He's going in front of Clean. He got drafted like 15 to 20 slots higher than what he was projected. and
Mhm.
still didn't go in front of them.
Yeah,
Hey,
Klingen went
7.
to Portland.
went lower. I'm saying went lower than anticipated, and Edie went higher. That's so it was 7 and 9. One guy between them.
Hey, DeAndre Ayton up out of Portland.
Of course.
He's
Nobody want
up out of there.
DeAndre Ayton.
He's up out of there, bro. I don't know where he's gonna end up at, but he gone.
Nice segue, G. Nice segue, G's. Let's flesh this conversation out further to the greater NBA offseason. So I think we all agree, right? New York is winning the offseason. Oh, G, you disagree? You disagree, G?
I don't know. He might.
Where did Murray get traded? Where did Murray get traded to today?
Murray got DeJounte Murray for the Atlanta Hawks got sent to
New Orleans.
Was it New Orleans? Yeah. So are you trying to say the Hawks are having a better offseason or the Pelicans? Because both are wrong. Just want to let you know.
I'm saying they added Mikal Bridges for $21 million. It made all the sense in the world.
Good move.
But at the same time, you cooked yourself, and you got what's his name? It starts with an O. I'll mess his last name.
OG.
Right. But now Hardenstein's out of there. And Quigley's out of there. They got rid of Quigley, and Hardenstein's not signing to come back with the Knicks. So now, okay, yeah, you got the big four, which plays right into Thibodeau's plan because he runs his starters in the ground. But realistically, did you get a team or have you assembled a team? Because next year your starting lineup is Robinson in the middle with the 4 Villanova boys. Is that team better than Boston? No.
I think they're going to try to move off from Robinson and keep Hardenstein.
They can't do it.
They can't. Hardenstein's a free agent and Robinson is under contract.
Well, I think
they want to keep Hardenstein.
I don't think they can pay Hardenstein what they want. Don't forget, you still got Julius Randle sitting back there making a bag too.
Facts, big facts.
I'd love to move him,
but that I think they agree with you, B. But I think the cap is going up. The cap is going up in one more season. So if you're paying your accountants what they're worth, there is a way, and it's New York. It is New York. Don't forget that part. They fleeced Brooklyn. Because no one actually watches the Nets in the New York market. It's all about the Knicks. They built a super team of role players. They have every great role player in the league right now, a bunch of twos. And I actually believe they are right there staring eye to eye with Boston right now. Because I don't know if you saw the unicorn. He might miss this next season with that. He just had surgery. He might miss the next season.
5 to 6 months. Yeah.
Plus rehab. Don't forget that part.
I agree with Rob Lightfoot. I think Dalton Connect was a steal.
Yes, he was.
Maybe the biggest steal of the draft.
And a good fit for them getting some better 3-point shooting.
Mm-hmm.
The most polished player in the draft. He's just, unfortunately, 30 years old.
No, he
fits right in. Fits right in.
Stop it. He's 20. He's 23
He's a baby
years old.
on that
Stop
team.
it, man. He's 23.
He's a baby on that team.
Do you think Dalton Connect gets more to Ricky Hazen or Bronny? Because Bronny has his dad on the squad too. Do you think the Ricky Hazen skips Bronny and goes right to Dalton?
They both gonna catch hell. They both gonna catch it.
It's gonna be equal. But back to the Knicks, man. They're gonna be a very good team on the wings, but they're gonna be small. I don't know what they're gonna do against Embiid. What they're gonna do if they run into Joker. I don't think they can. Well, you just said Unicorn might not be playing, but they still got Al Horford over there.
He coming back?
Yeah, he coming back. Yeah. He's coming back.
Yeah. And Tate, that's where Hardenstein might end up at, bro.
In Boston?
Yeah.
How Boston they about to give Tatum $315 million.
Tate, they might work it out. I'm telling you. They might work it out.
Man, you don't understand. Hardenstein gonna get paid $20 million a year.
Tate,
that's not a lot of money.
That's what he's going to get.
I mean, I'm not saying
he is going to get 20.
Right, he's going to get 20.
But they're not paying. I don't think they're paying Brunson too much more than that. I mean, they can make it work. They can figure this out.
No, the
to your-
Ogunjobi thing killed him.
Anunoby is making more money than Donovan Mitchell grade made.
Yeah, he got a max. He got a matter of fact, he got a super max.
Oh, Donovan Mitchell getting the max. OG got Donovan getting 4 years, 208, and
4 years,
OG getting 4
232?
years, 212.
Yeah, he got the
12?
super max. Yeah, super max.
That's not a super max. It's interesting, but what you said about the Knicks being small because they got Embiid right there in the division, in the conference, well, in the division with them too. Embiid and the Sixers beat themselves. I'm sorry,
and they don't got no answer for no healthy Giannis.
Yeah, and Milwaukee.
Giannis and them beat themselves too.
Yeah, they got Portis, they got Lopez, they got Giannis. Man, they ain't got no answer for that.
They are always hurt and they always beat themselves.
And New York always gets soft tissue because Tibbs runs them in the ground.
Runs them in the ground. They stay hurt and they never make a long playoff run because Tibbs run their minutes in the ground.
Quad Father has a move here, G, that would help your boy SGA out.
Yeah.
Hardenstein to OKC. Book it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it's either there. Memphis was real interested till they got Zach Edey last night too. So
OKC just traded for one of your boys, Pay, out the shot.
OKC traded Josh Giddey straight up for Alex Caruso. So I can see them going after Hardenstein because it looked like they want to get a little bit more defensive focused and a lot less guys who need the ball in their hand. So I mean, it wouldn't be a bad play. It would not be a bad play at all.
Caruso and Hardenstein gonna have them right there too. They're gonna have OKC right there.
They want your boy Chet Holmgren to play off ball too and be help side defense, block shots that way instead of having to body up in the post. So yeah, they do want a big.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I like Minnesota, man. Like I said, I'm sticking with it. You won the draft, man. Shannon is a beast. Shannon is a beast, man. We should have had him. I went off on Tate in our group chat last night, man, talking about we picked that big trash from California. I was like, what? And they had dudes out there sitting on the board, but I understand what it was because dude coached at Golden State and he saw that guy because the University of California is right there in Oakland. So he saw that guy play all them times and he's thinking, okay, a 6'5" wing, 6'6" wing, he can help us. But nah, Cleveland didn't need that type of help, man. They needed a different player. They're totally different players.
They needed wing help, and he's a ball mover. He can facilitate, play point forward in a pinch if need to. He can hit the three, and he's a big body. He's 6'7", 215. So but body wise, he can play right now.
Yeah, facts. Oh, yeah, way faster than Monty Bates.
Let's keep it with basketball and let's move to the W. The women's finished up their first half and they just had the Commissioner's Cup a couple of days ago. But before we get to that, let's take a quick break, hear from our sponsors, and if you're listening on audio, if you're listening at any one of the DFSs, Amazon, Spotify, Pandora, Apple Podcasts, we'll be right back after these messages. If you're watching live, stay tuned. All right, we are back. So, first half of the WNBA season came to a close this past weekend. Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, was the talk of the town for the last 2 years as far as women's basketball is concerned. She and the Fever have had a very successful June. They are 6-2 this month after having a 1-8 May. But the best two teams faced off in the Commissioner's Cup on Tuesday. My Minnesota Lynx beat the defending Eastern Conference champs, the New York Liberty, in a very high scoring game. I took the over, and I took Jokel Jones to have over 8.5 rebounds. Unfortunately, I did take the liberty to win the game, so it blew my parlay. My bad. So, what's you guys' takes so far from the first half of the season? Is the Aces still the favorites to three-peat? G?
I don't know. The Aces have been struggling. They're 9-6 currently, man. So
Mm-hmm.
there's been a lot of injuries for the particular squad too.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say definitely maybe either Minnesota or Connecticut or New York would probably contend right now. I do like Seattle's team. I saw the Seattle Storm play couple like last week or whatnot. I think they played the Sky, and that was a really good game, man. I like Seattle's chemistry that they have, but right now it's one of those top three. If the Aces are able to get healthy, then yeah, I can see them making a run because they have the best player in the league. They have the MVP, Aja Wilson. But right now, probably between New York, Connecticut, and Minnesota.
Yeah, I agree with you about the Aces, man. I told somebody a couple of weeks back, like, yeah, the Aces are not, it's not a lock for them to repeat. In fact, I would definitely, if I had to bet against it, if I had to put money down, I would put my money on Connecticut. Connecticut's firing on all cylinders, and I think they just got a little bit better than the Liberty. But the Liberty, before they lost to the Lynx in the Commissioner's Cup, which doesn't go against their record, they had won 11 of the last 12, I believe. So they're definitely hot too. Like you said, Crystal Gray just came back for the Aces, and they've had some, but we shall see. We shall see. B.
Yeah.
Who's your second half projection? Who do you see taking the reins and making themselves the favorite as we head into the Olympics and then the playoffs?
Man, I think the Liberty. I like the Liberty. I think, they've been hot. I think they're figuring it out. They're staying healthy. They've got good shooting. I like the Liberty. That's the team I would bet on. I would have bet on last night, but against the Lynx, excuse me. But I would have bet them on 2 pay. So not a big deal. I think my biggest takeaway from this season, though, is, man, when you realize there's only 12 teams, these people play each other a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen the Sky and the Fever play 17 times already. I don't know what's going on.
And each time is the Super Bowl, right?
Pretty good game too.
Big facts. But neither one of them gonna make the playoffs, though.
No. Wait. I don't have the Sky making the playoffs. I don't think they're that good, and I think they're a little bit beat up as well. The Fever have been playing a lot better. The Fever have been. I think if they don't make it, it's because of their coach and their ridiculous decisions.
Only 4 teams don't make it, right?
Right, only 4. The top 8 make it.
Top 8 make it. Sky right now are 8, Fever are 9.
Yeah, they ain't making it.
Oh, that's on
one of those two will make it.
Fever definitely have way more wins.
No, the Sky are
one more win.
And Indiana 7-12. Yeah, they right there with each other, man. They right there.
But they've won 6 out of the last 10.
Yeah, that is
where
true.
the Sky is going the opposite way. Let's see, 3
and 7.
7. Yeah.
Last 10. Yep.
So the Olympic break for the WNBA will be, we're about to start July. So they got about what, two more weeks before they break. Yeah, I think where you see the standings rest is exactly where it's going to be when they come back. Tate, you agree with your boy, your Cavalier homie, your longtime buddy, the Aces will eventually get right and figure it out?
I kind of like the Liberty too, man, but I want to just inject something. I think y'all talking about the Commissioner's Cup, which is obviously it just happened. Liberty versus Lynx. Lynx win it, but let's talk about something spicy, something to get everybody worked up, right? As far as WNBA
hot
goes.
Sauce.
Here it go. Is Angel Reese going to catch and pass Caitlin Clark for Rookie of the Year?
Oh.
One of y'all read that. Read that.
It says,
So you got it.
it says Reese has been one of the, and it's the SCN, I can't see it, impressive rookies in the WNBA this year.
Most.
She leads all first team players with 11.1 rebounds, 1.7 steals per game. Her 13.5 points per game ranks second amongst all WNBA rookies, trailing only Caitlin Clark, who averages 16.3 points per game. Right now, she, as far as play on the court, she's the Rookie of the Year. Play on the court.
I knew you would take the bait and jump right on into it.
Yeah.
Play on the court.
Sprinkle that hot take and watch the chia pet grow, baby.
She won't get it because it's political. But she averaged almost 16 a game and 12 rebounds. Are you serious?
Well, it just said she averaged 13 a game. Where do you get 16 from?
She almost 14 a game.
Caitlin Clark,
almost 14.
16.
Caitlin Clark 16. Almost 14 a game and over 12 rebounds and 2 steals.
Yeah.
Come on,
11
man.
rebounds.
She got a WNBA record, 9 straight double-doubles.
Which is impressive.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
G's going to have her at 30 and 15 boards here in a second on average.
If Chicago gets in the playoffs and Indiana don't, she should win the Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, I think it'll come down to that. Whoever, if one of the teams, if one of the teams don't make the playoffs and the other one does, that would definitely hinge on a lot of stuff. But I definitely don't think anybody's gonna take the award from Caitlin, man.
My guy, good point.
What you got, B?
My guy, good point over here in the chat.
He said Mod is biased. That's what I'm saying.
He said Reese. He said, I love Reese, but she gets 12 rebounds on her own misses.
How many turnovers do Caitlin Clark average a game? Almost 6.
Too many. It's been coming down.
Caitlin Clark, as of this morning, has 41 more turnovers than the next closest person in the turnover category.
Yeah, she averaged 6
But
a game.
if you watch them play, she hosts the ball. The entire offense is predicated on her, and I just don't think the offense. She needs better players around her. I'm sorry, or she needs a better coach. They get a better system around her. She's moving at a different pace than all her teammates. Yes, she does make some passes that are ill-advised. I will agree there. Yes, she takes some shots that are
totally ill-advised.
The window isn't really there, but she still chucks it up there, which is, it's on brand for her. If shoot or shoot. I'm not mad at her.
Every good player takes ill-advised shot because they got a green light for whatever they want. Every good player.
That's facts. However, I don't knock her for the turnovers. Yes, turnovers are bad. Yes, I understand that. But as I've said on previous shows, there's no training camp. You got like a 2-week training camp. Most on the job training and orientation is longer than the 2 weeks the training camp that they get. She's coming right from college, go right to playing with professionals who coming right back from overseas. There's no real time to really know your teammates. Of course, there's going to be turnovers. Of course, if you give the ball to a rookie, there's going to be a lot of turnovers. So it's to be expected.
If Chicago get in the playoffs, she gonna win the Rookie of the Year. And Indiana don't make the playoffs, she should win the Rookie of the Year.
You just said neither one of them are.
I will give Reese the better shot than Clark, unless there's some big bias.
Big bias, huh?
You are the big bias.
Yeah, you run
new nickname.
You are the bias.
Take Big G off. Big bias.
Big bias. G Stradamus or big bias?
No, neither one. So Angel Reese is shooting like almost 35% from the field in totality. That's 3-pointers, all
That's
whatever else.
Good.
Well, Caitlin Clark shooting 40. Caitlin Clark shooting barely, probably 40. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna check it out right now.
So yeah, Angel Reese is a below the rim player, but she's not. It's not like she's 6'9". It's not like she's 7 feet playing there. She's what 6'3", and a lot of other players are around that same height. I mean, they do miss a lot of layups in the W. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is, right?
They smoke a lot of layups. They smoke them.
Yeah, they do. It's a thing. Like unless you're Kayla McBuckets, shout out Minnesota Lynx. She's averaging what 50% from three. I mean, bucket getter. But I mean, if you're not shooting J's primarily, you're probably gonna miss a lot of easy crips. It's just how the game is.
Yeah, she ain't shooting that much better than her. Caitlin Clark shooting 35.35% from 3-point range.
We just said Caitlin Clark pulling up from logo sometimes.
Yeah, but I understand. I get that. But she can't help the fact that she's 6'3" and plays low, and Caitlin Clark is shorter and plays a guard. She can't help that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the young lady in Chicago got other scores with her. Where Clark has got the green light and she can outshoot anybody on Indiana. She's shooting that bad baby up there, bro. Where sometimes Reese got to fight to get hers. Reese got to get hers off of a miss, lay it back up, might get fouled off of, lay it back up. Reese is sort of like, to me, she reminds me like a female version of Moses Malone. She'll get it off the rebound, grab another rebound, lay it back up. That's how she plays.
Okay.
To me,
I will end this segment like this. So Caitlin's going to end up averaging about 17 a game by the time the season ends, right? Because she's a hair underneath 17 now. Out of the last 10 years, less than 10 rookies have averaged 17 or better in their rookie season. 6 of them were rookie of the year. I'm just put it out there.
But what if Reese averages 15, 12, and 2, and they make the playoffs?
Yeah, I doubt the anybody's ever averaged a double.
Yeah, 15.
I mean, as a rookie, I don't think so. But I mean, it's up to them. If she does, then they'll just be connected again in another great debate. Let's have at it.
I mean, that's what happened with Bird and Magic.
Just can't.
That's what happened with Bird and Magic.
I
Bird won MVP. Bird won Rookie of the Year. Magic was hot. Magic said, "Oh no," and then Magic goes and wins the Finals MVP. It's almost setting up the exact same way. Bird and Reese. I mean, Bird and Magic. Reese and Clark. Same difference. Same thing might happen. Clark might get the Rookie of the Year like Bird did, and then we ain't no telling what's going to happen with Reese in the playoffs because anything can happen. It's the playoffs.
Okay. You're right. Should we take another break before we get into some football? Yeah, let's do it. Let's take another quick break. We'll come back. Let's talk about some of the biggest news in the NFL. Be right back. Welcome back. We're second half of the hour 2 of the homies. Thanks you for hanging out with us on a Friday, summer Friday. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. We appreciate it. So I wanted to talk about this weeks ago. The biggest news in the NFL. Jason Kelce said he don't wash his feet. I feel like that should be getting more press, but we can talk about that another time. Let's talk about the NFL in these courtrooms. They lost the court case yesterday. The antitrust case concerning their Sunday ticket pay model.
Ooh.
If you haven't been paying attention, the U.S. District Court of California, they levy that the NFL has to pay more than $5 billion back to customers, whether that's residential, or consumer, or I'm blanking on the name. The bars that were buying Sunday ticket, consumer base. So if you add all that up, it's a little over $5 billion. And if you've been paying attention to antitrust cases, how they go, the penalty when it's actually given out by the judge tends to triple. So if the NFL does end up having to pay this amount, it's going to be in their neighborhood of $15 billion. That is more than any NFL franchise is worth right now, even more than your favorite team, G, the Dallas Cowboys.
Big trash.
But for all those people that've been paying NFL ticket for the last decade or so, if you did the math, you might get a check with a comma coming. But I do want to preface, the NFL did say they are going to fight this. They are going to appeal it, and I know if they do it, win the appeal, the other class is going to go back and appeal that, and it's going to go all the way to the Supreme Court. Gentlemen, which one of you are staunch Sunday ticket subscriber?
Not me.
Not you all. You all live where you all's necessary games out.
I did not.
Oh, okay. All right.
I had the Sunday ticket for years and years and years. And last year when I got the season tickets for University of Michigan football, I knew I was going to be traveling a lot on Sundays, so I did not get it. I would stream when I could here and there, whatever I had to do, figure it out. But for years, I had the Sunday ticket. I had DirecTV. I even purchased for 4 years. I had a restaurant and bar, and I purchasased the Sunday ticket for it.
You got 2 checks coming.
So I want some checks. Yeah, I want some checks.
You want some bread.
All that said, I mean, when you dig down to the real issue, I think, Jason was probably just too sore after the tush push and everybody piling up on him, and his back was hurting him and stuff, so he can't really bend down and get to his feet and scrub his feet. He needs to get one of those wands that you do your back with. Get one colored for the back and one colored for the feet, so you don't use the same one in the same place because feet kind of nasty. And then get down in there and scrub that up. That's where I really think about the hot topic.
But he's got to do something, right? You can't be a football player and don't wash your feet. G, are you getting a check?
No. Well, I've only subscribed one time, so maybe I'll get it. But I don't look for the lawsuit to happen anytime soon. And because of litigation, and like you said, they're going to run it up the flagpole. They're going to run that back because that. You realize what type of hit that would be from a financial standpoint to the NFL? That would almost cripple the league in some sense if they had to actually pay that money out, But I think that's why you're going to see. Well, you've already seen where other channels are getting involved with getting games, and I mean, we got Netflix now, we got Amazon Prime, we got YouTube TV. Everybody's getting involved with it because they know it's a moneymaker. The issue will be, will probably the NFL have to pay some of those networks than necessarily paying fans, because I think that's where the money I think is going to hit, where they're going to have to give up some money to YouTube TV, Prime, all these other different places because of that. No,
I mean, I don't think that's how it's going to work, because they were charging them up. It was a monopoly there, G. They were all in cahoots of charging as much as they can get out of us, the fans, because getting Sunday ticket is a luxury, and it's a luxury buy. So if you have 4 fans, 3 of them are not going to buy it. They're going to say, you know what, I just watched what Fox has. I just watched what CBS has. So I'll just watch Dallas, Green Bay, and Pittsburgh week in and week out. They all made a conscious effort to do that, because they know most of us are going to watch what we have for free. Well, not for free, but what's readily available versus paying upwards of $500 to watch what we really want to watch. Tate, what's your thoughts on that?
I thought the initial ticket for the Sunday ticket was was outrageous.
Yeah.
Last year when it switched to YouTube, I mean, I've never had it. I get the red zone, and I had up until 2019, 2018, I had the red zone. Then I got this streaming service where
don't say too much.
Oh, hey,
don't say too much.
whoa.
Don't say too much.
Whoa.
But Red Zone is a part of Sunday Ticket.
I guess I pay for just the red zone though on my cable.
Yeah,
cable.
Yeah,
that's a particular pack. That's a sub package underneath the ticket.
Okay, so but I can watch, so I won't get too much into it.
You go to a nice lounge to watch other games,
That's
out
what
of
you
market
do.
games.
I can watch local KDKA TV, local Pittsburgh, CBS, and watch the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not
a really nice lounge.
Yeah, so that's what I do. So I don't really worry about it. But I heard folks can be getting upwards of like five bands back.
Shoot, I'll take it.
You ain't had it long enough, G.
I only had it one time.
Well, yeah. I had it from my first cable package that I got on my own when I was 20 years old. I had it from 2006 all the way through 2013. Then I got it back again when they finally started letting you stream it. And you had to get the whole dish put on your crib. When they started letting you stream about 4 or 5 years ago. I had it for a few years after for that time then. And then I had it last year, first year of YouTube TV. I'm a big supporter of Sunday TV. I mean, I can get all the games up fine. I watch all the games. I put 5 on the TV right then and there. Then I bring another TV in the room and I watch some more stuff. And I got, now we got all these big giant phones. I got some other stuff going on there.
Yeah.
So I like the product. Yes, I pay a lot of money. So
I did it for years, but they opened one of those same lounges Tate goes to here in Pittsburgh. So I've been checking some games out at that lounge. So it's nice.
I've been thinking about going to a lounge myself, but you know what?
You got to find the right lounge. You got to find the right lounge.
That's true. Those are hard to come by sometimes.
Yeah.
Sunday ticket prices is $87.25 a month or $349 for the year. But in order to get it, you got to have YouTube TV for an additional $57.99 a month for the first 3 months, and then after that, it's $72.99 a month. So between those two subs, man, you're paying almost a G. I mean, really, when you really think about it, it's almost a G. That's a lot of money, man, to be able to watch football. That's a ridiculous amount of money to me.
When I heard that they was gonna lose this, right? The Sunday ticket stand that I am, I was thinking like, man, this might be a bad thing, for me, just in general, because I love Sunday ticket. I like YouTube TV on as a product, but as a consumer, and trust and believe the American, businesses. These businesses are run amok. They do need to be taken down a peg. So I agree that knocking the NFL and all their media partners down a notch is good for all of us, all the consumers. However, I just know that it's never going to work out for us in the end. I know what they're going to do is they're going to come around in the back end and say, all right, you got us in there. Then they'll do a reach around Freaky Friday, and they'll start giving us Pittsburgh Steeler only packages, and they're going to charge you $20-$30 a week to see Steeler games. Or if you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, shout out to my man Maud in the comments, they're going to charge you if you're not in Dallas, they're going to charge you $50 just to watch the Cowboys when you're on the road doing something outside of their market. I can see how the machinations turn. I just know these guys do not lose dollars for nothing.
Going to end up costing us in the long run, is what you're saying.
Yeah. They're going to have exclusive content channels. That's coming. They're going to have exclusive content channels. You can buy Pittsburgh Steelers, whatever you want.
Yeah, they're going to have all Bears package where you can watch the Bears go 7-10 for the low price of $44.99 a month.
So the Bears is going 7-10.
That's not what I said, G.
Hold on a second. We got to stop the show. At 10:11, McEldew commented and said, I believe the team is working cap room to be able to sign a quarterback. What team are you talking about?
Who?
McEldew.
I don't know.
What team are we talking about over here?
I don't know.
Who needs a quarterback?
Mm-hmm.
Is
I hope he ain't talking about Pittsburgh.
I hope
he ain't talking about Pittsburgh. I hope he ain't talking about Pittsburgh.
He ain't talking about us. We got one of the top quarterbacks in the league and one of the top backups in the league.
I don't know. I know he ain't talking about Pittsburgh.
You got two of the top backups of the league at Pittsburgh.
All right, we got one more segment before we close up out of here, guys, and I'll let you all get back to your Friday night shenanigans. I'm gonna give you a choice. We got Ryan Garcia and his trials and tribulations, or we got another NFL story, Al Michaels. You all take it. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you guys want to think about.
I don't know. Y'all pick it. It don't matter to me. Which way y'all want to go?
I want to talk about Al Michaels. I got an idea based off Al Michaels.
Let's go.
Go ahead. Run it.
Well, go ahead, Pay. Introduce the topic.
So in case you all haven't been paying
AI beat dirt, I ain't missing no more episodes.
In case you all haven't been paying attention, NBC, they have decided to use, or they have let it be known that they've got an AI version of Al Michaels. So Al Michaels is like 80 some odd years old. He said he doesn't eat vegetables, so he ain't got much time left. And we heard the voice. It sounds so lifeless. This is exactly why they went on strike in Hollywood last year. Why? I don't know who's asking for this. Who asked for a robot Al Michaels to call sports? Why? Tate, what's your idea?
My idea, man, we know how the NFL trying to make all this money, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with all these packages they got, right, you should be able to listen to the voice of whatever sportscaster you want. If I want to hear John Madden do the game, I should be able to hear John Madden's voice do the game. If you're another guy, if you're who somebody else does really good,
Pat Summerall, bring him back.
Pat Summerall and John Madden, it was partners, right? If you go back far enough, you remember Dick Enberg and Merlin Olsen.
Yeah.
I should be able to listen to whatever combo that I want.
Who was the guy on NBA TV? It was when they was on NBC. Was it
Marv Albert
and Bob Levy? Yeah.
I mean, if we going this way, why not hear the game in the voice I want to hear it in, right? You just got to be able to check your package, be able to check your.
Marv Albert loved the Freaky Friday too.
He was a staunch proponent of the Freaky Friday.
He was a fighter. but I should be able to check the box for announcer and check the box for analyst and go from there. That's my idea. AI, let's do it.
I hope I trademark that because they're probably going to do that. They're going to add that to the next iteration of Sunday Ticket, and they're going to charge us all $100 a month for that.
But listen, man, you said something about a little bit of get a little spicy or spice it up, whatever. If you listen to that AI Al Michaels, there's no spice to it. It was bland, seasoning. It just you can tell it's just not the same, man. Chicken. It's like the fleshlight of play-by-play. It's just not the same, man. Freaky Friday.
I would imagine there's glitches and stuff in it, and it's stuff that can be fixed and upgraded. I mean, I'm not saying that it's at a place right now, but if they're doing this now, they can do that also. Just make it better.
Listen, man, if they bring back Howard Cosell and just for him to announce that they shot the Beetle again at every game. If we want to break into the game, let you know that Sonny, what was his name? I'm blanking on his name. I was about to say Sonny Bono, but no, that's not him. Who was the Beatle that got shot, that got killed during Monday
John
Night
Lennon.
Football?
John Lennon.
John Lennon. You bring Howard Cosell back just for him to announce in every game that you watch with with Howard Cosell, John Lennon just died.
Mm-mm.
I want to hear Myron Cope do the Cowboys versus the Giants. It's something he would never be doing.
Mm. But Tate, that would be a crazy idea to have that type of package where you could pick your commentator.
Yeah,
that would be nuts. That would be nuts.
How soon until Steel Curtain Networks makes AI versions of us?
That's what I'm talking about, Pay.
No, why would you talk about that?
Rob Lightfoot, Keith Jackson. Oh, Nelly.
Yeah, Keith Jackson. They was college, but if they do it with pro, they do it with college.
Why not?
Better not be trying to make no basketball. Better not be trying to make no AI. Not for us. You can get up out of here. I'm suing everybody.
You know what?
I'm suing everybody.
I wonder if AI Big G is biased too.
Probably.
Big bias. He's big bias.
I got too much personality and too much flavor, man. The AI me.
Did you guys see my little comment right there?
What does it say?
Underneath
the big
my name?
bias.
Big bias with a little arrow over here.
Oh.
Then you gave me the big bias arrow?
I gave you the big bias arrow, man. It's been on there since you started talking all that noise. I changed it mid-show.
Who would you pick for a football package?
What if they bring back Dennis Miller and make him funnier?
No,
I don't want Dennis Miller.
Get him out.
I'd rather Don Drysdale than Dennis Miller.
I would say
Madden.
Hey, and give me OJ on the sideline again too.
That's exactly. That's where we go off the rails.
give me Madden. Give me Madden. Madden, definitely. Madden for the pros. Keith Jackson probably for the college. Yeah, Keith Jackson.
I would say Madden and John Gruden would be an interesting combo.
Oh my God, that would be balls.
That would be a good one.
And if we can't get those two together, we could always just hire Frank Caliendo and have him do both of them.
You got to pay him. Got to pay him for two voices, right?
2 voice payment, yeah, for sure.
Hey, one of the most classic things by Madden was, man, he said before we just had the one bucket. Now we got the second bucket, but now they moved and they got the baby Gatorade bucket. So there's 3 Gatorade buckets to ensure that one of the buckets gets poured over the top of the coach. Man, I remember dying listening to that. I was like, oh my God. Why? And he had a little teleprompter circling it on my baby bucket here, the mama bucket and the daddy bucket. I was rolling.
The funny part, Big G, you kind of sound like Madden right there.
Hey, I remember the buckets.
You might want to work on that, Big G. It could be a good skit for us.
Hey, come on, man.
If you start impersonating Madden, I'm all in.
You're in?
Yeah, you know what? That's a good one. Gee, when you lose this Bears go 4-2 in the division bet, that's what I want. That's the punishment. I want you to do a whole show impersonating John and Madden. That's the punishment.
Yeah. And I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna try it out one time. I'm gonna do it. Maybe coming up, I'm gonna try a John Madden coming up. And then if I got to take the punishment, I take the punishment. But I can.
And you are working on getting a bus. I mean,
you
know,
that is big fact.
Little madness.
I ain't flying. I want the bus. I want the bus to go cross country. I ain't flying, bro. Yeah,
that's right. All right, man. Ryan Garcia, worst boxer all of 2024. Yay or nay?
Yeah, I agree. Worse.
Didn't he? I think he filed for bankruptcy this week too. He retired. Is he going to? I think he's going to jail or something.
He's talking about fighting in the UFC. This guy's all over the place.
He's all over the place. He wants to be Conor McGregor so bad.
There's only one. Only one Conor McGregor.
Yeah. When was the last time Conor McGregor won a fight?
Collinsworth is the worst NFL announcer.
The big
coming from a Bengals.
Big Trav PFF. Get him out.
The AI Collinsworth will be on the free tier.
You wouldn't have to pay for that one. They might you might get an extra $5 to listen to it.
You get a credit. You get a credit.
Yeah.
Do you guys think Brady's gonna do a good job?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I mean, he's the GOAT. So I mean, I got to give him the benefit of the doubt until he goes out there and sounds like Dan Marino. At least I got to give him the benefit of the doubt.
The issue is that right now, quietly, Tony Romo is the guy as far as like calling games for the NFL. Tony Romo will tell you what happens even before it happens. And if Tony Romo has that type of skills, Brady gonna be calling it out. This gonna happen right here. Watch and you're gonna call it out, and they'll be like, "Oh my God!" It's just because he's got all those years. So if Brady can do better than Romo, yeah, he's gonna be a beast.
Did you guys think any combination of Mike Breen and everybody that filled in for Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy was better than Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy?
No.
I didn't.
They didn't have the chemistry. They didn't have the signature calls. It was. I mean, I'm watching games and it's just I'm tuning them out because they're not pulling me in. They're not entertaining. They're not provocative. They don't get the people going.
Mm-hmm. They should have Mark Jackson.
I want to hear hand down, man down. I want to
Hand
hear
down,
Mama,
man
here goes
down.
that man.
Mama, there goes that man. Yeah.
And nothing's better than bang.
I'd listen to Klatt do football games too.
Very good on Fox. Yes, very good.
Good.
You like Klatt better than Herb Street and Fowler?
Herb Street does a good job too, man. He does. Herb Street and Fowler does a good job.
I think I do, Tate. Slightly. Those are really good options.
So you take Gus Johnson and Joel Klatt over Fowler and Herb Street?
I'd like to take Herb Street and Klatt.
Oh.
Yeah, but you got to have the professional in the room. Those are the analysts.
Yes.
Gus Johnson ain't bad though. Gus Johnson's not bad. He's not bad. He's biased.
You gotta have a professional in the room.
He's biased. He's
Michigan biased big time. Talking about even wearing the Cartiers and all whatever else. He talks that yak for Michigan, boy. He talks it. Look at Peter about to get the Cartiers. Get the Cartiers.
Say it again.
Get
Say
the Cartiers
it again.
out there.
Turnover
Cartiers. Get the Cartiers out of here, man. But
last question. Last question, guys, before we get up out of here. We got a question from the group chat. Worst NFL announcers. We all got Collinsworth?
Yeah.
No, what's Booger McFarland? He was big trash.
Yeah,
Booger was garbage. He was big trash.
Okay, Booger and Collinsworth are analysts. Who's the worst? Who's the worst? Straight man announcer.
Junior Iron Eagle.
Facts. He's up there too, Tate. He was trash. Garbage. He was garbage. Big facts.
Yeah, I think I agree with that.
But Booger was horrible too.
No, Booger
trash.
Was terrible.
But Booger's an analyst, not an announcer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrible. If you're an ex-player, you an analyst. If you the guy that worked for the network, you the announcer. So Joe Buck and Troy Aikman.
Yeah. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman ain't bad.
No,
they ain't bad. They're not bad.
No, they're polished. I like them. I like them together. They're polished.
Very polished.
Who calls Sunday Night Football again? Who calls Sunday Night?
What channel's on?
Sunday Night is on
NBC.
That's on
Tarico and
Collinsworth.
In Collinsworth, yeah.
I like Tarico.
Yeah, I like my Tarico. He's not bad.
Yeah, I do like Tarico. The Italian stallion. I do like him.
He's an Olympic and golf guy to me.
Like us.
Now back to Al Michaels was one of the best ones.
Yeah. He said, "Who's the old coach for the Cowboys?" That's what he said.
Jimmy Johnson.
Troy Aikman is tire fire.
Cowboy on cowboy crime there. Ooh.
Yeah.
Troy Aikman pretty good though. He's like Ma said. He's
not biased, so Ma doesn't like him.
He's not that. He's not that Gomer Pyle all shucks dude that Tony Romo is.
Yeah. But Romo see it though before it happens. Romo sees it. He'll call it out. He'll be like, "Yeah, they're about to do this right here," and the exact thing he says, they're gonna do it.
Who said that? I like Kevin Harlan too in the NBA. I like Kevin Harlan.
Yeah. And the TNT about to be smoked too. So that whole crew, Reggie Miller
like
and all them, they out of here. They're gone.
I can listen to Doris. I like Doris. I don't mind listening to a woman if she knows what she's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they won't have him on there if she knows what she's talking about, so I shouldn't even say that part of it.
Hey, lightweight, who's a good good play-by-play person for college basketball, Jimmy Jackson. Jimmy Jackson does a good job, man.
I like Jimmy too. But you bring your bias out though, Big G. That's another Ohio State.
He's a Buckeye.
I can't help it. Then he went to the Buckeyes. You see what B. Dirt talking about with Gus Johnson? He over there waving the pom-pom, got the Cartiers on with the Michigan hat, and you gonna call me out for being big bias? There's the super bias. It should the sign going that way. Look at all that bias going on right there.
There was you said another Ohio State though a few minutes ago. I forgot who. I didn't say nothing at that time, but then when you put Jim Jackson, I had to go back to it. I can't.
Herb Herbstreit is a Buckeye.
Herb Herbstreit, that's what it was. Herb Herbstreit.
Yeah, but he's the voice of college football.
Bias, Big G.
Trash.
That ain't bias. That's not bias. Herb Herbstreit is the only dude that goes to multiple different channels. He be on ABC, ESPN. He flips.
Those are the same
company.
Same company.
G, you sound like you know a lot about college football. Where can anybody else listen to you and your college football takes and analysis?
The Level Up College Football Podcast. Hey, listen, Monday, go back and listen to it. We did the Big 12 breakdown. I'm going to say it right here on the show. I'm telling you right now, and any of y'all can argue with me, but the Big 12, top to bottom, 1 through 16, has the best college quarterbacks in the country. 1 through 16, they have the best college quarterbacks. They have some dogs. They got at least 7 or 8 dudes that's going to be playing on Sundays.
Who's the 17th best quarterback in the country, though?
No, I said 1 through 16, and there's 16 teams in their conference.
Yeah.
1 through 16, they can match up with
best quarterback.
No. I'm saying they can match up with the SEC, better than the SEC, better than the Big 10, better than the ACC. 1 through 16, oh yeah, they got dogs over there in the Big 12. There's some real live quarterbacks over there, real live, and at least, like I said, at least 7 of them is going to be playing on Sundays. At least 7 of them, straight up. So this week on the Level Up podcast,
hell yeah, Tom,
we're breaking down the possibly the ACC. I mean the ACC. I'm not the ACC. The SEC. The SEC.
One of the C's.
The SEC. Yeah.
We are 70 days until the start of the NFL football season, but before that, we got the NFL, the NBA offseason is just getting started. That Rather Cavalier, hosted by G, the aforementioned G, and Tate. Where can everybody listen to that?
Tate Boy Fresh, you got him?
Yeah, man. Check out the That's Rather Cavalier podcast as we get into. We did like 4 episodes this week, and Big G was back for a couple of them. How about that? Let's clap. But yeah, we talked about the NBA draft on one pre-draft. I went on yesterday talking about the Cavs pick, and we did another one in there like three days in a row, maybe 2 in one day. But yeah, you can find that on the audio platform, Fans First Sports Network. Search That's Rather Cavalier on Spotify, Apple, Google, iHeart, wherever you get listen to audio podcasts. As we get ready to get into this offseason, a lot of free agent signings and trades and all that stuff is on the way. A lot of stuff happened today.
Yeah, big facts. Big facts.
Also, from a basketball perspective, we got the Chi City Bulletin Board covering all things NBA with a Chicago Bulls bend. That is where you can also find everything, everywhere you get your pods. That's Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, and all episodes are also located on our YouTube channel at the Frustrated Chicago Sports Fans. Same place. You can get the Bear Claw and our new White Sox show. What did the White Sox just do? Check it out. Frustrated Chicago Sports Fan. And not to be left out, we have the best football show out of all 3 of us, Running Through the Jungle.
Wednesdays live on YouTube now. We are brand new to the live stream game. 8:05 hits Thursday morning drive time. If you're on podcast, we're there every week. Me, Tim Lyons, Justin Lacey, going through all the Bengals news, and haven't been able to work it out because we've been back and forth handling business. There's going to be a pay dirt coming soon with some fantasy football information. So keep an eye out for that announcement.
It is that time. We are 65 days away from draft day.
Are we all still in the league again this year? We in the
I'm waiting for you to send out the invite.
Yeah, send the invite.
You
Let's
can't
go.
keep the WBOY out.
Yeah, let's go.
You the token B dirt, right?
Hey, champion of one.
Get him in. Let's go. Send the invite. Let's go.
Champion of 12.
Oh, wait. You know what I got to tell you, Pay and B? Guess what Tate told me? He said
Where the bodies are hidden.
he said that he's going to take the Steelers defense with his number 1 overall pick.
Yeah,
I cannot wait to see it.
I swear he said it.
I can't wait to see it.
He ain't doing it.
I can't wait to see it.
I swear he said it.
Can I please draft behind you, Tate? Please.
I swear. He said he's taking the Steelers defense number 1 overall.
Can we get that? Can we get a receipt on that? Can we write that down?
We play in a
What
12
kicker are you taking in the second round?
we play in a 12-team league, and only 4 teams make the playoffs. And I think this is year 9, and I probably missed the playoffs 2 times at most, maybe only 1, 2 times at most.
The last 2 years, right?
Not last 2 years. I didn't make it last year.
Oh, you did make it last year. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. But Tate, if you take Pittsburgh with your first pick this year, it's adios muchachos for you for the playoffs, bro. Your streak coming to an end.
Who would you take first last year?
Who did I take?
I had the first overall pick.
Najee Harris.
I took Saquon Barkley.
I took Najee. Mm-hmm. But if you take the Steelers D, you gone.
Big G. If I take the Steelers D, I know how. Like I said, man, I know how to. Don't always make deals throughout the year.
Yeah, the
The
fat
only
lady's going to
team that
start
gets
singing.
trades.
Yeah,
The only team that gets trades approved is Tate.
That's facts. He runs game behind closed doors, bro. We don't.
What
know
are you
that.
guys talking about?
Oh, because we know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You
you
make
big
it-
trash trades, man.
You make it like I'm doing something shady, but
That's
what am I
liable, Tate. That's slander.
That's what I'm saying. They're out here.
It's not slander if it's
Listen,
true.
Listen,
It's
you
not
lawyer
true.
up.
It's
Lawyer
definitely
up.
true.
It's
There's
not
some
true.
There's some shenanigans going over there in the DC land. There's some shenanigans going on over there.
And y'all know, even I was so bad. I was even that bad year in Denver. I was sticking with Russ. I've been sticking with Russ.
That is
Lawyer up.
Are
Hey,
you
he's
are you
gonna
drafting him this year too?
McGillicuddy and McGillicuddy.
I probably don't draft
McGillicuddy.
him.
That was a great segment.
You ain't gonna drive Russ, Tate?
I think I'm gonna try and stay away from Steelers except the defense.
1-800-ZAGAC.
What'd you say?
We was having a separate show.
Yeah.
My bad.
We went down a rabbit hole there. Sorry.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us on Friday again, man. As I said, you could be anywhere in the world on a Friday evening, but you're here with us. We appreciate that. From one homie to the next. Fellas, take us out.
Well, I'll let y'all next week. See ya.
Arrest Brett Favre.
We doing that again?
Oh, we can lock up Aaron Rodgers with him too.